We're green in heat 2. Nicola got a pretty good launch. They're all bunched up at a 2. Yellows. I was going to say it was a dog's breakfast start.
Yeah, they were a little bit all over. He's cut down on some of the big screens that he had earlier, but hey.
Oh! Wow. Doesn't bump play on, Neil.
Doesn't get much closer than that, side by side, as they came across as they're supposed to, and then just kept it that way for the first 2 turns. However, it's Peter Nicola who has decided to go away with it, and now he clips the wall. That's ruined it for him. So now we've got the number 7 going through of Ed Borg.
Cassidy goes around. It's chaos here at Lismore. Now,
okay, we've got number 11 around and turn 1 as well.
Disney.
So we will be throwing that amber light.
The Newcastle Nightmare has looped it in 1 and 2 now. You then go back to Grimson. Then go back to Barnes in the 55. We're good to go this time. Back onto the main straight away. I use that term loosely. Oh, Grimson to the outside. Track a little slippery upstairs. Grim trying to come after Towers. Barnes on the bottom. 3 wide out of turn 4. That's optimistic, but we love it. Peter Nicola having a dig. Started on the pole. Now gone back to 4th. Here comes Grimson on Barnes.
The Towers car tried to push it too hard out wide. Dropped back several positions. But Ed Borg leads this race. It's Barnes and Grissom who get just absolutely nailing it for each other. And as I say that, Aaron Barnes grabs the lead.
Good job for the second generation racer. Here comes the Grim. Darryl Grimson up to 2nd on Borg. Barnes has been on the podium his last 3 drives, so he's carrying some good form into his run here at Castrol Edge, Lismore Speedway. 5 to go. Grimson over Borg in that battle for 2nd. Nicola. You then go back to very unusual number, the N3D of Mark Latham. He's working with Nicola there, and we have 5 to go.
Barnes still with a comfortable lead now. It's Darryl Grissom in 2nd. They seem to have slowed down after their battle to get into 1st and 2nd.
Cassidy on the infield along with Nathan Disney, who's climbing into the wheel arch trying to find out what the go is with the 11. We only have 2 laps to go this time by for Aaron Barnes. His dad Lindsay here this weekend along with Aaron's fiance Ashley. And he's got a nice job here. Good lead over veteran Darryl Grimson out of Camden South in New South Wales. Ed Borg in 3rd and Victorian Peter Nicola, Neil, with 1 to go.
Yeah, 1 to go for Peter Nicola. And just watching these cars on this track, you mentioned earlier, it's about trying to get massive horsepower down through small wheels in real terms. And that's where they're having some difficulty at the moment. Some have obviously got the setup right. One of those is Aaron Barnes as he's taken that checkered flag from Darryl Grissom. Ed Borg is in 3rd. And then Peter Nicola, who did early really well, has ended up in the middle of the pack with Mark Latham, Mark Towers, Daniel Bennett and Daniel Cassidy.
You know, Tuesday night, you wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here on Tuesday. You got some of the biggest dogs in the pound in sprint car racing coming here on Tuesday. I saw Cole Macedo locked in as well during the week. So Brooke Tatnell is going to be here, a bunch of sprint car drivers. Please put your hands together for Aaron Barnes, everybody, the driver of the 55. He gets the win. Oh, 33T. Off the back, the guys that started down the front in the previous one. Ed Borg, Daniel Cassidy, who was in the wards in that previous heat race. And off the back is Pete Nicola. Daniel's dad, Greg, was a gasser back in the day in sedans and also AMCA Nationals. And Mum Jackie, she was a promo trophy girl at the Newcastle Speedway many years ago.
Well, there you go.
She hates me mentioning that. Is that a good launch? I think it is. I think I'm in a lot of trouble when I get to the pits. Latham around the top. Barnes, your leader. Disney into 2nd. Latham, Towers, Bennett, Grimson on the bottom. Borg trying to get through. Wow, she's awfully fierce. The battle for second is about 8 cars in it, Neil.
That is just an awesome pack there, right there. And keep your eye on Ed Borg because he's got some work to do, but he's quick. Oh, look, some wheel banging going on back there. And that was Peter Nicola involved in that. No! Round, the number 3.
Stay green, stay green, stay green.
It stayed green. We got that going.
It was actually Borg leaning on Cassidy coming out of turn number 4 before Neil. I was watching the same battle that you were watching. Aaron Barnes.
Number 1 around. That's the same car, I think. He's decided to park it.
Go!
In a really bad position.
7 to go here at Castrol Edge, Lismore Speedway for the 2023 New South Wales Late Model Title. Barnes on it. Looks really solid this year. Did no one hit the cone, did they?
Oh, they got close. Very, very close.
Here comes Grimson on the outside in the 12 car. Here comes the Grim.
Oh, great move on the outside there. He's going to get a nice slingshot out of turn 2. Down the back straight. Into third position. Oh,
Barnes! No, he coughed it up. He will be filthy about that.
So Barnes back to third. He will be absolutely filthy. Got himself up there on the loose stuff, but kept it off the wall.
Look at Cassidy on the outside. Gee, Barnes, he'll be absolutely giving himself an uppercut later. He had that lead substantially. Disney, Grimson, Barnes, Cassidy upstairs from Bennett. Checkered flag about to wave for the Newcastle Nightmare. Nathan Disney, narrow win over Daryl Grimson. Aaron Barnes, Daniel Cassidy. Oh, Barnesy. Cassidy on the outside.
They're just confirming the actual format for this dash. So what we'll actually find is going to be nearly pole shuffle style for these guys, as we'll have, shootout style.
So 2 by 2, winner stays out.
Winner stays on. So this right now, we've got 6 cars out on the infield and 2 on the track. These guys have a shootout. And the best lap time, not exactly racing for track position, these guys are doing lap time dash. What has the Castry got? Not enough, unfortunately, for Bender Castry. The 99 will take to the infield. As Todd Bailey, very impressive there. It's going to have to fight the 55, the very fast Aaron Barnes car now. As they get the signal, let them loose, boys. Green light. Aaron Barnes, I reckon the few laps he's turned around here in the past, playing into his favour tonight. Knows the old school Lismore tricks and tricks to the trade around this track. Barnes an impressive 14.368. 19 car Bailey 15.09. Not quite quick enough. Barnes looking to consolidate his front start for the A main of the New South Wales title. Oh, dead heat. It'll be Todd Bailey that goes through by 0.005 of a second, ladies and gentlemen. How close is that? The N19 of Todd Bailey will start the late model New South Wales title from pole position with a 14.363. Aaron Barnes, the best he could do, will find him in second place with a 14.368. 0.005 of a second between the two drivers there. Gets us nice and keen for the A main later on tonight. How good was that? If you think the blue rods are higher, make some noise. Speedway, make some noise! That was Ace Fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. They put on a fantastic display for us tonight.
Folks, I want to see you get your phones out, please. The late model guys deserve your respect as well. I know you still got a little bit of battery life left. So everybody around, we're going to go 3 wide here, Neil. So we'd like to see everybody's phones out, please. Let the late model boys know you're right behind them, Neil.
Here we go, in behind the Liberty Fuel start car. Crank up those lights. We crank up the music and they crank up the excitement. As they get naughty for 40. Lights are flashing. Come on, there's got to be more in the members stand. You guys can afford phones. Come on, keep those lights flashing. The drivers can see you. They want to know you're out there and they want to put on a show for you.
Look at the way Aaron's doing it in like a circular motion, and he's sort of wave. Everybody hold them straight up for me. Hold your lights straight up. On the count of 3, you're going to wave them to the left. You ready? 1, 2, 3. To the left, to the right. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Shake them around.
There's a lot of people who don't know their left from their rights.
When I say shake them around, I mean your lights, I promise. Oh, we are getting naughty for 40, Neil.
We are.
On the podium with Miss Speedway, we both said to the left, we both went the opposite way.
Well, you know, there is no right in Speedway. You got to go right to go left, right?
Left, yes. You go right, you go concrete.
Todd Bailey on your pole with Aaron Barnes. Barnesy's having a beautiful run, considering he kind of stood on it a bit in his previous heat race. Pace car about to go off the racetrack. 4-0, and it's time to go in your New South Wales late model title here at Castrol Edge Lismore Speedway. Ooh, I don't think so. Will they stay green?
Well, they have so far. That's a good thing.
I think they did because Bailey got back. Barnes might have been a little early, but in the end it worked out okay, Neil.
Just watching Ryan Fennick there. He's been pushed back a couple of positions because he got stuck out a little wide, was desperately trying to get back on the pole line instead of actually going hard from outside.
Gee, it's going to be busy. You know they're going to get to the lap traffic. Grimson just tagged the infield berm a little. Just watching as well as Borg trying to make a run. Bailey, your leader from Barnes, from Nick Castry, Grimson, Disney, then back to Onley. Fennick is definitely not where I would expect him to be right now.
No, and he's got some work to do. He's catching up on those in front, and I guess he will be the telltale as to whether there's a racetrack out wide for these guys. There has been all night. Can't see why there won't be now. But it's Todd Bailey who's leading this New South Wales title for the late models.
Gee, what a battle for second we got going on here. Nick Castry ran a little wide. Grimson had a look. You can see Disney in there and Lachlan Onley as well. Fennick runs wide. And it was actually Nicola and Armstrong that got by him. So Ryan Fennick, it is not a happy ride at all in the Zero Hitachi car. 33 laps to run. Bailey getting away. Barnes, if anything, has opened up some ground in second as well.
There is a lot of this race to go, but at the moment it is being dominated by Todd Bailey. Clean pair of heels out of there. Aaron Barnes is starting to put a bit of a stretch on Ben Nicastri. So the top three starting to pace it out. And as I say that, the positions change, and Grimson gets up into third.
Fennick in trouble, may actually bring on the caution. So Ryan Fennick will bring on the caution coming out of turn number 4. Boy, he has had a savage run right now. You know what's cool is the first two in the field both have dads that race super sedans. in that Parramatta Newcastle Motordrome era. Todd's dad, Russell, and Aaron's dad, Lindsay. Both budget but honest racers back in the day, and both on the crew with their boys. Speedway's cool like that.
Wow.
Bailey to lead from Barnes. Nicastri. Disney is in there in the 11 car. The Grim, he's all fired up. So is Onley. We're green, Neil.
And can we get a good start this time? Yes, we can. All nice and clean. Number 11 car is getting the Ferris.
Oh, no!
Oh! Yeah, it's happened again. Just as I was talking about the number 11 car, the Disney car, I said he was up on the grass getting the mower award, but he then turned in.
There was Barnes and Disney in very close proximity. Let's just put it that way.
Yep, there was one. Okay, look to the big screen. We have a replay.
So the interest here is whether there was contact from the right front of the 11 to the left rear of the 55. That's what officials are probably looking at.
Let's have a look at it slowly, shall we?
Uh-oh. Nathan Disney getting the bad dog, no biscuit. What do you see, Corey? You're looking at it closer than us. Was there contact? Yes, there was. Corey says there was contact.
There must be contact.
It's the try, no try situation with KFC. Front. Look at him bunched up behind him. We're green. Grimson trying to work the inside on Nicastri. Look at Lachlan Onley to the top. Carter Armstrong on the bottom. 3 wide. Wow!
Unbelievable. And the loser out of that was the 99 car of Ben Nicastri. He was just shuffled back through the deck.
And he really didn't do anything wrong.
No.
Maybe just caught in no man's land. They went either side of him. Onley behind Armstrong. Now Nicola going by. I think there's maybe something wrong with the 99 Nicastri. Just shuffling back a bit. Look at Grimson working Barnes.
Yeah, I don't think that's handling that well, the Nicastri car. So there may be an issue there. But out the front, Todd Bailey says, I'll have a bit of a lead now, thanks. And keeps pushing through on that number 19 car. 55 is Aaron Barnes. He's got plenty of pressure on him.
Gee, Lachlan Onley's coming on as well, Neil. He's up to 4th place now in that 17 car, the Mustang. Bailey driving away. You heard Josh say earlier, he's won a Victorian title. Would love to win a New South Wales title as well, something his old man never mustered. But so far he looks handy. But we still got 26 to go.
Fastest man on the track is Darryl Grimson at the moment. He's going to need to be fast too. He's got some space to catch up on. I also keep having a look back at the Peter Nicolai car, the Victorian number 2. No, he's got the pace, but he just can't quite get it down on the ground at the moment.
Grimson peppering away at the left rear of the 55 of Barnes. Here comes Lachlan Onley. Top 3 and there's nothing in it. You could throw a Nimbin cookie over the 3 of them. Now Onley. Lachlan Onley puts the move on the Grim. Moves through into 3rd. Look at the lead that the 19 car of Todd Bailey has right now.
He's just sitting out there comfortably. No pressure. Just sticking to the pole line and stretching the lead. Won't you have a look at this? As soon as he's out in 2nd spot, he is just gapped.
Oh no, Barnes! All but spun.
Oh, back on the track.
Carter Armstrong got him the lap earlier and he ran very wide. How about Nicola? Grimson back on the inside. Nicola's got no option but to stay out there. Barnes trying to come back through as well. Look at Bailey getting away here, Neil.
He is. He's just starting to set that gap up again. We need the rocket ship to kick in. That is Lachlan Onley, and close that gap. And as I say that, you physically see it start to shut down that back straight. And he's having a crack on the inside. He is doing it. He has absolutely nailed it. Lachlan Onley has absolutely nailed that move.
So 2 to go, Neil.
2 to go, and Onley is just so clear in front. The number 12 car of Grissom just trying to get up on the inside with Todd Bailey. Took a little bit too much grass and dropped back. White flag coming out.
Oh.
White flag is out.
Trouble. Is it a right rear tyre down, maybe? For Nicola. Is there even a tyre on the car?
It's very low. I think something may have come off, but the checkered flag certainly has come off and been waved at Lachlan Onley, Todd Bailey, and Darryl Grissom. 1, 2, and 3. That's the way they finish in the 2023 New South Wales Late Model Title here at the Castrol Edge Lismore Speedway.